Okay, we're off. Hello and welcome to the Odlums kitchen. Today I'm going to prepare a recipe which is really part of Christmas, and everybody has their own take on this recipe, but I'm going to give you some of my tips for the traditional plum pudding. Beat the butter and sugar together, then add the eggs one at a time, adding a little flour as you beat them in. It's important that the eggs and the margarine or butter are at room temperature. If they're not, your mixture will curdle. Stir in the remaining flour, cinnamon, nutmeg and mixed spice. Next add the raisins, sultanas, candied peel, cherries and mix well. Another tip, I like whole cherries in my plum pudding. I think it's nice to get a bite of a cherry through the pudding. But needless to say, if some members of the family don't like candied peel or don't like cherries, you can leave them out. But I feel the pudding isn't the same without them. Traditionally, in every household, when making the plum pudding, everyone in the house has to give a stir and make a wish. And to be very honest, I think it was an excuse the mothers or grandmothers used to get the mixture mixed properly. Finally, add the breadcrumbs and a bottle of stout and stir, cover and leave to stand overnight. Here we have the mixture which we left overnight, and the ingredients have absorbed all that wonderful Guinness. And I'm going to transfer that to the prepared 2-pound loaf tin. And it's important that you grease the inside of the bowl with butter or margarine. And then another small tip, I line the pudding bowl with some greaseproof paper, or don't waste your butter or marge paper. Snip into the sides of the paper and use it to line the bowl. This way you'll have no difficulty removing the plum pudding from the bowl on Christmas Day. Now, to cover the pudding, put a small pleat in some greaseproof paper or used butter or marge paper, and the buttered size down, place it on top of your pudding. Put 2 large strips of tin foil crosswise on the worktop. Place a roasting tin on the foil. Set the pudding bowl into the tin and fill with boiling water to within about 1 inch or 2 of the top. Then bring the foil around to form a parcel to prevent any steam escaping. Place this in a preheated oven for 5 to 7 hours, depending really on how dark you want the pudding. The longer you steam it, the darker it gets. It will be cooked in 4 hours. When your pudding is steamed, you take it out of the hot water and you remove the lid. If you left that lid on, your pudding could get mouldy. When it's cold, put on a fresh lid and store in a cool, dry place until you're ready to serve. Okay, to flambe your plum pudding, turn the hot pudding onto a serving plate, shake over some ordinary granulated sugar, then a good dollop of whiskey. Get your large metal spoon, heat the spoon, then pour some whiskey into the spoon and light. As soon as the whiskey is lighting in the spoon, pour it over the pudding. Powerful, lads, and look at that. Oh my God. So I hope you've enjoyed my tips on the traditional Irish plum pudding. From all at the Odlums Test Kitchen, a very happy Christmas and a peaceful New Year. Going? Wish me luck as you wave me goodbye, lads. Which goes on first? The sugar goes on first and the whiskey, isn't it? I don't know.